Cyelee Bull Red Dot.
Hi everyone, today I have the Cyelee Bull Red Dot. You may have seen my other videos on mounting optics to the Beretta 92X RDO pistols. Playlist is in the description. So I always thought the Beretta 92 series is a really great looking gun, but the hollow sun that I had on top of it before I thought just ruined the lines of it. But the Bull is so large and bizarre, I actually think it looks good. It has a huge window. It's really a pleasure to use. Just to show you, this is an SRO clone red dot. I'm going to have a separate video on this later, but you know, the SRO is itself a big red dot, but look at the Bull. It's just huge in comparison. So the reticle on the Bull is a 2 MOA Dot with a 26 MOA Circle. I would prefer both to be bigger, but it works well enough. So mounting to the Beretta, I gotta tell you, I used to have on here the D-Law plate, which is the thinnest plate you can get for the 92 series. This is the D-Law RMR plate, which has these posts, which the screws go down into. Now, when you use a large optic like this, or the SRO type, which kind of hangs off the front, and additionally it's pretty heavy, a mount like this, or you know, with the ZEV posts, let's say, it probably will break after a while. The reason is this takes smaller diameter screws because of the post that sticks up, and these larger optics, when the slide reciprocates, they'll kind of rock back and forth. Eventually that'll break the posts or the screws. So I took this plate off, and I went back to the Tanner plate. Videos about both these plates are in the playlist in the description. But anyway, D-Law does have an SRO plate now, which instead of having these posts, it just has the holes, and that will take larger diameter screws if you want to use that. Now, the Cyelee comes in this kind of suspiciously patriotic looking box. Obviously this optic is made in China. I just want to bring to your attention that Cyelee does warn you not to install this optic on a gun where the optic itself will overhang the ejection port, and it does on this Beretta. And the reason why you might not want to install on this kind of gun is when the casings eject, it may hit the optic, it could cause you malfunctions. I think from the slow motion video that my ejected casings are hitting the optic, but it doesn't cause me any malfunctions, and it hasn't dinged up the optic at all, so I'm just going to keep running it. Just be sure if you run with this kind of setup to do your own function testing. By the way, I did pay for this with my own money. There's no sponsorship here. If you want to purchase one of these, I'll put a link to one of these on Amazon. That's the only place I have affiliate links. If you want to use my link, purchase on Amazon, it'll send me a few cents. I'd really appreciate it. It helps support the channel. If you can find it cheaper somewhere else, then by all means buy it there. I have no problem with that. We all need to save money where we can. So that's all I have for today. Thanks for watching.